Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I want to talk to you about adding color to your symmetry drawings. We're going to be using watercolor pencils for this project. You want to begin by filling in your background completely first. After you have filled in the background, you want to look at it and make sure that it is as light or as dark as you want it to be. The more colored pencil you put down, the darker your painting will be, and the lighter you make it, the lighter your painting is going to be. Also, be aware of the marks you're making. If it looks streaky or you can see a lot of the pencil marks, you may end up seeing those in your final picture. You can kind of see that down in the left corner of mine. After you have filled in your background, then you can go and you can do the shapes and the lines with the colored pencils. And the same principles apply. The darker it is, the brighter, the lighter it's going to be in the end. Next, you're going to want to get some paintbrushes and a cup of water. And when you add the water, you want to make sure that it's not dripping. So dip your paintbrush in the water and then kind of wipe your paintbrush on the side. You can also get a paper towel to help blot it a little bit so you don't have a pool of running water and so that areas that you're not ready to paint yet don't get wet. You want to start with the background first, and you may switch up your paintbrushes to get into smaller areas. So smaller paintbrushes for detail, larger paintbrush if you have open areas. What I did was I kind of went in a circular motion so that I could blend the watercolor material, the pencil, because I was trying to get rid of my pencil marks. You can do whatever works for you. After you've done the background, you can just check it to make sure it's how you like it. I ended up going back and adding just a little bit more of colored pencil. I let it dry for a couple minutes first, just to darken up a few of the areas. So once you're done with the background, you can go and you can do your shapes and your lines. After you've done your shapes and your lines, let your paper dry, and then get a thin Sharpie marker. And you're going to want to go back and trace the outlines or the contours of the shapes and the lines that you made on your symmetry drawing. And this should be your final product. Make sure that your name is somewhere on the back and preferably not in marker because we don't want to bleed through to the front. In the end, we'll end up mounting these on black paper, but this is somewhat what your final product should look like. If you have any questions, just let me know and I would be happy to help.